What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B-Hop Radio Shouty, and stepping in the building, I got an A-Town legend stepping off in this thing. DJ Kizzy Rock, what's good with it, boss?
Hey, what's happening, man? Hey, pleasure to be here. I've been waiting on the phone call.
Come on now.
To get up here.
I've been waiting to bring you in this thing, Kizzy.
And when my dog Bone Crusher hit me, said, man, you been summoned, man. B-Hop done summoned you up there. And I say, man, people been telling me about B-Hop show.
Yeah.
Like I told you earlier, I checked out a few of them.
Yeah.
And I saw you did a lot of people, but Yin Yang Twins, and you know I'm very familiar with Yin Yang Twins, so
yes, sir.
I just wanted to hear what that was about. But I know you that guy. It's an honor to be here.
Well, now, likewise, Kizzy, I mean, I need you to take me back to day one, though, Kizzy. What was it that made you say, I need to get into this thing called hip-hop and crank this thing all the way up?
We got to go to Gresham Park.
Okay.
Gresham Park. I'm from Gresham Park. I
All
went
right.
to Clifton Elementary School.
Yeah.
Gresham Park was the way it was set up. It was like a strip.
Yeah.
And people would come through there, man. The older guys who was driving in. We talking kids now. This is 7, 8, 9 years old.
Yeah.
So just the vibe, man, of just music. My neighborhood. We were just into music, man.
Yeah.
Like we went to go watch Beat Street, breaking. We were trying to break dance and do all that stuff. You know, New York had a big influence on us. You know,
Yeah.
we just wanted to do it our way, but
Yeah.
still we wanted to rap. So first I started off as a rapper. Like
Yeah.
I was MC Kid D, rapping with another. Oh yeah, it was serious. I was what did D stand for? Duplicator, dominator. You know, I was serious about it, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So I was rapping.
Yeah.
And then high school, I got with these twins. Well, my mom I kind of was messing around with the turntable thing.
Okay.
But I was kicking it with these twins in high school, and I went over their house one time. They kind of had another level of it. They had a better turntable, a mixer. So I was like, I got kind of interested.
Yeah.
And plus, growing up anyway, Edward J was like really big.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he was big. He had the record store over there by East Hampton, across from the Hamp.
Yes, sir.
And you know, I just got into it, man. I just fell in love with it.
When you got into the studio and it was time to record, talk to me about the booty shake part of it, because it was booty shake, but it was still hip hop and rap at the same time. The hooks was always crazy as hell. So talk to me about that whole creative process when y'all were formulating that sound.
It got to come from. I'm from the East Side.
Yeah.
And Decatur has always been a party type of place. Dancing has always been big.
Yeah.
From the yeeking, it's always been dancing. So when I was DJing and I started, it's funny because I started rapping, DJing, and then I kind of went back to rapping. But when I started rapping, I'm just capturing and explaining, like everybody else, it was all about girls. Can you cuss on here?
Say what you feel.
You know, everybody about shaking their ass and all that. And that was cool, but it was more to it from what I was experiencing, because I was also DJing and I wanted to talk about the actual party. So that's what I did. I described the atmosphere, what was going on in the party, opposed to just a hoe shaking ass kind of song, you know?
Hence the term, what the fuck going on in that lame ass club, man.
Okay. Okay.
Come on,
At
Kizzy.
that time, you know, I'm feeling like, you know, if I step in the club, DJ, ain't no other DJ, he ain't finna mess with me. I'm finna shut it down. So that was my thing, man. I come in there, the club, the DJ can't get the party where it really supposed to be.
Yeah.
People kind of just standing around. And that's where that whole thing came from, because when I got in there, man, it's on.
Yeah.
Like that, it was nothing but energy.
Yeah.
It's on, so... Yeah, what the fuck going on in this lame ass club?
Come
man.
on, man.
Get them going, man.
Can't Stop the Rock, another crazy Atlanta classic, though.
That's another thing, man, because I'm still, DJ Kizzy Rock is a character I control. I'm
Okay.
the puppet master.
That's right.
But DJ Kizzy Rock, you can't mess with him, man.
Yeah.
He serious. So at that point, it's can't stop the rock.
Yeah.
You can't stop the rock. And at that time, the bass game was competitive. We wasn't really on the same team because everybody was in the race to try to get there. So it wasn't really unity like that. So that was the chip on DJ Kizzy Rock's shoulder.
Yeah.
You can't stop the rock. Because it shows they couldn't touch me.
Yeah.
I had the dance crews out there. I mean, my show had like a lot of dimensions to it.
Yeah.
And you just can't stop the rock. Still
Putting that
can't stop
song
the rock.
together though, man. I mean, from the hook to the track, how did that thing come about though, Kizzy?
Well, Escape had a song called Tonight. And that's kind of where the melody from Can't Stop, Tonight, it's the same thing. And we just came up with it, me and my buddy June Dog. He very musically inclined, singing, all that. So yeah, that's how that came about, man. We kind of derived it off of the Tonight from Escape and then just took it somewhere else.
Talk to me about that though, man. That time in the club, what was that Atlanta like for you though, Kizzy, when you got these songs going crazy and it's just party time in the A?
Well, see, I was already there because you gotta remember now, I'm a superstar coming off the J team. Edward J is the only man doing this at the time. Was not in the game yet. It was Edward J. And Edward J got this crew of DJs, and the whole city is driving to this record store to buy these 90-minute and 60-minute cassettes. And I'm one of the top DJs on the crew at that time. Because the J team had 3 different generations. I'm 3rd generation. I come with DJ Smurf. Me and Smurf came like months apart. We joined.
Damn.
But before we got on it, Mr. Collie Park. But before us, it was the 2nd generation was DJ Lynn, Lazy Rock. They had a group called Success and Effect. And then 1st generation was Edward J, Shy D. It was a few more of them, later DJ. So yeah, but I was already we was already getting in clubs free. We didn't have no record out. We were J-team DJs.
Exactly.
So the hype that came from the records, it was more like, this just how it go. I wasn't caught up in I'm a superstar now because I already then felt that wave from the J-team. Now remember now we leaving the J. See, the J-team was a springboard for artists. So Smurf had got with Shy D, and they had went on. I was like one of the last ones from the 3rd generation that was still there on the J team. And I'm like, man, we got to get off here, man. We got to get us a record out. So Player Pancho he was a young little boy. He used to sweep hair at the barbershop next door to the J shop. And how he got in good with Edward J was whenever somebody came in and asked what's on this cassette, Pancho knew every song on there. So that's how Pancho kind of got his way over there. And then I took to him and I started putting them on our tapes, letting them talk. But anyway, to fast forward, I was working at Kmart Warehouse. I got with this other guy that I met. His name was Bonet, DJ Bonet. So we formed a group called the A-Town Playas.
Come on now.
Now, I went to every dope nigga indicator at that time trying to get them to put the money behind us. But at this time, nobody knew about the game like that. The only crew that was really kind of moving was the Hard Boys with they financial people that was helping them out. But they was the only cats really moving independently like that. From the east side. So I run across these twins, Al and Lo, Twin Production. They invested in it. And they put out our first single. And that thing took off, but it went sideways because we ended up signing with this label called Bellmark. Now Bellmark had Tag Team. We feel we had that record first. Whoop, there it is. We feel we started that because it was Do the A-Town Drop. Come on now. Whoop, there it is. I'm the DJ at Club Excess at this time now. Club Excess is major out here. Pancho is the host. You ain't no more connected to the streets than me and Pancho are at that time. Now DC was over there at Magic City. But I don't know. Story goes the record was took over there. I don't know. I don't really know how it goes. So I don't want to go into it. But I will tell you this: Bellmark signed us and shelved us. They didn't put us out, and they went on to really put the budget behind Tag Team. Tag team, it went to Arsenio Hall.
Yeah.
But they got us going all around the world, everywhere, but we not doing none of them. But we everywhere.
Yeah.
We doing stuff with Joe. He was hot at the time.
Yeah.
We in Hollywood doing show. They got us everywhere, but they won't put us on the major platforms like these MTV award shows and all that. So we got left out of all that. So they shelved us. So anyway, we sitting there, ain't nothing going on, and I'm like, I'm out. So I leave the whole situation. I went back to DJing at the club.
Damn.
I'm DJing at this club called The Sunset off Columbia Drive. The hell with the record business. I'm through with it. I'm DJing now. My buddy Funky, he was a DJ. No, he was a bartender at the time. He's a DJ now.
DJ Funky, yeah.
Funky was a bartender, man. The baddest one ever. Had a drink called the Funky Punch. Oh, my goodness, man. He was all at 559. He was everywhere, man, with that. So, yeah, but Funky came in the Sunset, and he brought this guy named X with him. They called him Spearhead X.
Yeah.
And I hooked up with X, man, and then that's who I took the Yeah Shot of Yeah record to. And he got me a deal with Tommy Boy.
Yeah.
But they only gave me a single deal. So then we was trying to get an album. They gave me another single deal. It was a song called Bounce It, Y'all.
Yeah.
Then I was trying to get an album deal. They wouldn't give me an album deal because at this time, Tommy Boy is not really understanding. This was the problem. Nobody knew how to market the type of music I was doing, that I was dealing with. They didn't know how to market it.
Yeah.
So Tommy Boy didn't know how to market it, and they kind of just had me just sitting. So now I go to, I do an album called Can't Stop the Rock. That was the name of the whole album. And I go over to Itchabon.
Yeah.
And that's another situation. They had avenues because they had other people over there, but I didn't have nobody who was pushing a button saying, this need to go on, this need to go on. It was just like the project was just sat over there. That's how we felt anyway. So, it's been one of them kind of things going on, man. But I'm so thankful for 2021 of just how this social media and this internet.
Well, when I think of DJ Kizzy Rock, and I think about all of those A-Town club classics that you made, though, man. I mean, I'm talking about real classics. You see what I'm saying? When you hear them, you know what time it is. You know what the lady's going to do. You know where the party's about to go from that point forward. Take me back to 90s Atlanta.
Okay.
Freaknik. DJ Kizzy Rock doing his thing.
Okay. That's yeeking.
Yeek.
That's yeeking. That's yeeking, man. Dance crew, and it's ticking.
Yeah.
It's explosive. Everything's explosive. Women, the dancing with the Daisy Dukes type of thing, that's just on another level. Women are in their own zone with dancing. Tickers are in their own zone. Yeekers are in their own zone, but when you put it all together, that energy is tremendous. And I was able to ride that whole wave because I am the one who is creating music for y'all. Nobody else talks to the tickers like I did.
Yeah.
I'm the one told them eat their ass up. They know I'm talking to them.
Come on.
They know I'm talking to them. Even though other people may not know what he's talking about, it's a particular market that know exactly what I'm talking about.
Big old facts.
That's why I'm able to throw an event underground, promote it, and no, everybody wasn't there, but everybody was there.
Yeah.
Everybody was there who needed to be there, who understood what was going on.
Yes, sir. What was that Atlanta like when we talk about Freaknik during those times? You know, that sounds like a myth and a legend to a lot of folks when you try to break that down. What was your experience during that time?
The city out of control. The city out of control. Because we had never seen nothing like that before. Because as far as traffic, like people getting out the cars on the expressway, that was new.
Yeah.
And at the time we was on that Freaknik thing started with the college kids.
Yeah.
We didn't really get wind of it until around 93. So 93, 94, 95, that's when I was around the Freaknik.
That's right.
And Freaknik was off the chain, and we would be over at Exchange Park. But Freaknik was everywhere that the hood kind of hung at during that weekend that was supposed to be Freaknik. All those places was off the chain. So it was just like everybody was out. It was like a big high school game had let out, and it went on for 3 days. That's what Freaknik was.
for you, kids, and when you think about that Atlanta though, man, because you done been in the mix throughout it all in some of the hottest clubs too the whole time.
Right.
So how do you compare that Atlanta to the crunk Atlanta, to the Central Station Atlanta, to the Atlanta we got right now?
All of them you named before now had high energy, and it wasn't about your street cred like that. Like if you sold all the work, or it wasn't about that. It was about get crunk.
Yeah.
So from the Yeek music, it was get crunk.
Yeah.
With Lil Jon era and all that, it was get crunk.
Yeah.
Pool Palace.
Yeah.
Get crunk. Everything would get crunk. It just now it's when it came to a complete stop. It's all about, the energy ain't in the club no more. Like I tell them, the music no longer tells those people to party. Back then, the records told people what to do. They don't tell them what to do now. They only tell them,
throw your money in the air.
get the bag. They already, get the bag already is
Done.
That's what's in it anyway. We know that, but the creativity is just gone.
My God.
For right now.
Yeah.
And I believe the starving artists, they don't have an ear not an ear, they don't have a voice right now, because the DJs ain't studying the starving artists. He ain't got no money. These dope boys done kind of spoiled the DJs as far as, come on, man, this man can come drop you $300-$500, man, tell you, spend me a couple of times, man. $500.
Yeah.
Starving artist say, hey, I got a hot song, man. When I blow up, I got you.
Yeah.
So, they ain't these new younger generation of DJs, man, they not listening to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the starving artist ain't got so the real creative music, man, it don't have a platform.
Yeah. As a record breaker at the same time, though, Kizzy, because in these clubs you done broke a lot of records.
Yeah, and that's a tricky word there, man. That's a tricky word, man. Like,
talk to me.
Like, okay, breaking the record. I worked at Central Station. Central Station was 10,000 people.
Yeah.
Every side of town.
That's right.
So, like, you couldn't just be in Central Station talking about the east side running or the west side running. Nobody ran Central Station because it was a melting pot from everywhere. Columbus, Georgia, they in here just as deep as Macon, Georgia. Everybody's there.
Yeah.
So when I was there, now you're able to break a record if you're in a club that have a large audience from all over the place. Other than that, to me, you just making that record popular in your club on that side of town. Yeah. Because it's nothing to go to Club Crucial when they doing their thing. And I'm gonna speak from my experience. I go in there with Plug and JT.
Yes, sir.
And they playing songs, the crowd going crazy, and I had no idea.
Damn.
What's going on? And it ain't that I'm out the loop of music. Yeah. It's just that if I was in another club, I would, like a lot of the Southside clubs, they the same way. They will have artists that they will play, and they just kind of be popular in that club. Yeah. So. Yeah, man, that breaking record, that breaking record thing, it get through around too loosely now.
Talk to me about being at Central Station and playing Future in there, though, man.
Central Station was not like DJing a club. Central Station was like DJing a concert.
Okay, now.
And I didn't go on till 3 a.m. So I went on when the Vampires got there. Yeah. Everybody feeling good who was already there. See, Central Station had 3 waves. You had an early crowd came in. Then you had another crowd came in at midnight. Yeah. Then you had that crew that came in 3 and 4, which were people who were leaving other clubs. Yeah. Already drunk. Yeah. Strippers who just got off work. They ready to party now because they've been working all night. So that energy that came in 3, I'm coming in there, I'm ready to go. And Future, I used to tell them all the time, Future is one of the reasons the club scene was able to come back with the party.
Come on,
when I was DJing at Central Station, Future songs was, the energy was Tony Montana. Yeah. Watch This.
Come on.
Man, you got the club really going crazy Because whoever used the 808 win.
Yeah.
Whoever used the drums, the 808 win. That's why hip-hop never really took off down south like that, because they didn't have the drums that the south want to really hear.
Yeah.
The lyrics was great.
Yeah.
But the drums, good beats, but not what the South needs stuff that make the 12s and the 18s do all that.
That's right.
That's why you can have a record that they really ain't talking about now, man. But the beat is banging stupid. And it's gonna be hot.
Come on.
Down south.
Kizzy, when you look over your career as an artist, what was your favorite time doing your thing, singing your songs in these streets?
Probably the 559 era. That 559 era, because that's when what I was doing was kind of like mainstream to it now.
Exactly.
So yeah, man, I loved it. That was one of the best times right there.
Kizzy, you're going to have to go there, though. You're going to have to go there. Because when you say the music is mainstream, I recall hearing those records on the radio, hearing those records in the streets, and I just remember thinking, this nigga Kizzy Ross out here jamming like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
559 is another legendary spot in the A.
Yeah.
Break down that experience with Kizzy Rock going in that thing and dominating and doing his thing, man.
Man, 559, it was like it was a concert for me every night I played. It's like the crowd was waiting on me. I had this set called the Vibe Hour. Now it's called the Jam Session, but back then it was called the Vibe Hour. And I would start with this record called Mr. Cool.
Mr. Cool.
And that would set the tone, man. I might rap or I might start chanting like, say, biatch.
Yeah.
You know, I start getting all that going. Then I start dropping off, man. 559 was off the chain, man. 559 was off the chain. People just don't know how serious 559 was.
Yeah.
But you know, it don't stop there. It was a lot, man. I DJ'd Club Illusions on Campbellton Road. That was stupid. Like, I had a long run of clubs, man. I know a lot of DJs have, but I had a long run. The Gate, man, on Columbia Drive. I was over there. You know, I came in the game at Club Excess.
Yeah.
So I came in on a major playing field, then bounced over to Sharon Showcase. So I'm bouncing back and forth between Club Excess, Sharon Showcase. And Sharon Showcase is actually where Sharon actually taught me, her environment really taught me the vibe of how you supposed to rock the hood. Because that's a whole different crew right there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I watch comics sometimes, man. They be successful in these other little bars or whatever, man, but then they get in front of that real hood crowd, man, and I've seen them freeze up before.
Ooh.
Man, that ain't just comics, that's anybody.
Yeah.
I remember Chris Lover, he used to be a host in the club.
Yeah.
And I remember at this club called 321, he was telling me, you go ahead and host. You can host. He was supposed to be the host, and I was DJing.
Yeah.
But he wanted me to go ahead and talk because he didn't feel that comfortable with that crowd right there like that. You know, because that wasn't his thing.
Mm-hmm. But no, I mean, you got different crowds for different folks out here in the A because you can get it how you want. You got your upscale, you got your hood, you got your in the middle, you got your party crowd, you got your gangster crowd. You got something for everybody in the damn city.
Yeah, but back in those times, it was either the up north bougie kind of, or it was this right here, this Atlanta, Atlanta. And the UGK and the 8-ball kind of stuff, but it kind of was that same crew.
Exactly.
So
you, Smurf, and Taz, girls.
Yeah. Okay, that was a Smurf situation.
Yeah.
That was Smurf record. He came to me and let me hear, and I got on it because we was vibing at the time. Because at one point in time, me and him was like best friends. Damn. You know what I'm saying? We come from the J team together. Yeah. We 16, 17 years old.
It's crazy.
We've been rolling a long time.
Yeah.
Man. So, you know, that's why for our situation to have kind of went left is shocking to a lot of people. Yeah. Because they knew that, you know, at one point in time, they were like two peas in the pod. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Talk to me from an industry perspective, though, Kizzy. What was some of the things that you learned along the way as an artist in the game that you picked up that you share with these young artists now?
Read contracts. Don't assume whoever's supposed to be having your best interest has your best interest. Because a lot of times man, people gonna say whatever, man, because they're trying to make it where you're comfortable so they can do work they move.
Yeah.
And then sometimes they may not even be trying to work a move. It's just that really you're not priority. Priority is your situation making me some money. That's what's priority.
Yeah.
Not really the best interest of you.
Yeah.
So that's what artists got to do, man. Artists got to really be more hands-on with what they do, and what they don't know, research it.
Yeah.
Research it. That's because you got the internet now. So anything you want to know, you can research it. And nowadays, man, these artists, really, you got like TuneCore, DistroKid. I mean, these are basically companies, man. These are companies, distribution companies set up. You research, understand what package you running through with them, what all they're obligated to do, and you got to get you a good, some good leadership that knows too, like an attorney.
Yeah.
You need an attorney that really knows. And once again, that attorney is not gonna have to look at it. He can't be one of those attorneys that just look at your situation to benefit mine. Even though we know at the end of the day, the goal is to make money.
Yeah.
But still, the person who I'm supposed to be working for, I want to make sure he's straight, genuinely. See, that's the thing, man. People if it ain't genuine, you finna have a problem anyway, because they ain't studying you for real.
Yeah, yeah. When you think about the music from that time, man, when you cranking that thing up, yeah, shawty, yeah, eat his ass up, all of this kind of music. How do you describe that style of music? Because you can't just put it in booty shake because it's a whole party vibe. So would you call it booty shake? What would you call that kind of music?
We used to call it Atlanta, just Atlanta party music. But yeah, the general would have been booty shake.
Okay.
It would have been booty shake because it was up tempo. If you in that 133 BPM up, it's gonna be booty shake. Because typically in the strip clubs back when they used to dance to booty shake,
ooh,
that's where it come from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was the type of music being played in the club because that made the girl dance.
Shake they booty.
Tips were coming in because there's more action going on.
Yeah.
The energy is just different. You know, now the BPM's real slow. She just kind of, you know,
ain't working for nothing.
and he ain't bouncing that neither.
Yeah.
And you know, plus there's a lot of other stuff playing too. It's a whole nother different drug gang going on out there. So a lot of the drugs that's popular now are like downers. You know what I'm saying? So they not really, you know, they just kind of there.
Yeah.
You know. So the whole energy, it's just crazy right now.
How do you feel like that style of music shaped Atlanta before everything else? And then how do you feel about that particular Atlanta at that time?
That music definitely shaped Atlanta because, first of all, it was the soundtrack for Freaknik.
Exactly.
So when people was coming down here for Freaknik, like Detroit, all the, you know, because that college network was serious. Once they put the word out in that you know.
There you see?
Yeah, once they put that word out, man, they got them coming from everywhere. And when they came down here and they heard that music and they saw our vibe and our lifestyle, they fell in love with it. But how they got Atlanta was you had cities like New York, places that those people grew up more business oriented than Atlanta did.
Yeah.
Atlanta, we always was partying.
Yeah.
Partying. They done came down here and saw how to monopolize off that.
Yeah.
Because we didn't take advantage of it.
Talk to me about where you felt that change happen. Did you feel the change?
Yeah, I did. First, when I saw LaFace come in, okay, you got Babyface, L.A. Reid, R&B cats, then set up a label in Atlanta. Okay, let's see which way this go. Okay, they got Outkast and Good and Mob over there, which was great representations of Atlanta.
Yeah.
Outkast, not only did they do the talk like we did, they had the dress code going on, and Good and Mob didn't do nothing but add flavor to it. That was like the lettuce and tomatoes and all the garnish on the, you know
On
what
that
I'm
burger.
saying? Yeah, on that burger. So, but nobody else kind of came behind that. And they already got 2 big groups over there. It's like, I just felt like, you know, somebody from here saw what was going on over there and could set it up, but nobody did it, and we wasn't in position to actually do it financially. So, yeah.
But
that's a whole nother thing right there. But yeah.
I mean, talk to me about that though, man. Because as an A-Town historian myself, I'm an '83 baby. I was born in '83.
'83, okay.
So I grew up as a kid hearing this stuff and seeing this stuff and feeling this stuff at an age to where I was impressionable as hell.
What club was doing this thing when you hit the scene?
When I got grown, I was at the Bounce.
The Bounce.
The Bounce.
You
see what I'm saying?
That was a major platform.
Yeah. Club Envy and SO.
Okay.
Those were the 3 clubs that I partied at as a grown ass man.
Okay.
And then Prime Time.
Prime Time.
You see what I'm saying? Come on.
Yeah.
Those were the ones that was open when we got grown.
So you know the energy, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know the energy. You was there.
Yeah.
You was there, okay, because Prime Time, they were the first one that had the cages. You know, the girls dancing up there on the thing.
Yeah.
But the Bounce, they took it to another level. You know what, man? That you talk about the Bounce changed the playing field.
What?
See, that's where you started at, right?
Yeah.
So you walked right into a Super Bowl. You didn't even see regular season. Yeah, man. The Bounce, how it just opened up once you got to the certain area to come in, it just opened up, man.
Yeah.
And it had the cages, man. The stage was humongous.
And it was huge.
Sound system was beating.
Yeah.
Had that little lounge back there with the girls in the hot tub thing, man. The Bounce was a whole nother level, boy. Shout out to Solo.
Come on, man. What up, though, Solo?
Right.
I mean,
Solo had that thing jumping, man.
Every Saturday, every weekend, we had to go to the Bounce, rain, sleet, or snow.
Man, the Bounce was the next level 559.
Yeah.
It was the next level 559 because it still was kind of in that area. West Side still had they hold on the clubs. And, you know, each side of town had they hold on the club where they got to run it for a little while. But, West Side had it then.
When you think about how legendary that 559 was too, because see, my older sister, that was her spot.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, talk to me about that 559.
See, man, 559 was jumping when Freaknik was for real.
Yeah.
93, 94, 95, when Freaknik was really for real before they start saying, hey, man, we got to kind of shut this thing down a little bit. Before it got to them actually shutting it down, man, 559 was the club during Freaknik, man. And that if you was in 559 during Freaknik, man, you ain't never seen nothing like that else again in your life. Because the Atlanta set the tone for the club. But you got out of towners from everywhere.
It's across the street from the colleges.
And they got to show us that they crunk too. So now you got them trying to compete with Atlanta's energy, which took the energy somewhere else.
My God.
Not only while that's going on the inside, outside is ridiculous.
Parking lot pimping.
But look, anytime you got clubs where the colleges and the streets party together in there, those are legendary clubs to this day.
Yeah.
Club Excess was a college streets. 559 college streets.
The Bounce too.
The Bounce,
Envy.
and that Envy college streets. You know, so whenever they combine, them clubs be legendary, man. They be on another level. Cause the DJ able to go to different sets, and the party's kind of like if I like hip hop and don't like down south music, when the hip hop come on, I'ma really go crazy.
Yeah.
And then vice versa.
Yeah.
I'ma really go crazy. So, and that's what was going on. People be competing in the club, man, to see who can get the livest to the song. And the DJ compete that. And that's what he play off of. So,
as a DJ though, Kizzy, what were those records that you dropped that shocked the shit out of you when you saw the reaction to that thing?
Of mine or just in general?
I want to go yours, then I want to go in general.
In general, like songs like Get Retarded, the old stuff like the Planet Rocks and the Play It at Your Own Risk. But for me, Eat 'Em Up, man. Still to this day, Eat 'Em Up, Can't Stop the Rock.
Yeah.
Bounce It, y'all. Yeah, Shawty, yeah. All them, man. But yeah, Shawty, yeah used to really trip me out, man. Because when I do you like the way we shaking, I pull it out, the way that impact, the screaming, yeah, Shawty, yeah, was sending, goosebumps up your arm.
Yeah.
And, that's another thing. I tried to make records where it would be crowd participation.
Yeah.
Because when you perform it, and you're already beating the competition because you got the crowd involved in your song instead of you just having a song and it's just you.
Yeah.
And it ain't really nowhere for the crowd to get in.
Yeah.
It's cool if the crowd just know the words, but when you got the crowd able to, they know that's their part that they supposed to. Like Shawty Low, he didn't need Rest in Peace, but I know he didn't design it like that, but that Done It All.
Well, goddamn.
Parts that thing make sheetrock start coming out the ceiling, man. Shit. So,
What were the artists that you saw come up after you that surprised the hell out of you as far as big as they got in the clubs and just the motion that they had?
2 Chainz. 2 Chainz.
Yeah.
I remember 2 Chainz from Lombada, man. He was Titty Boy. He came to me, man. He had a song that was on a CD, with the marker, man. And I was like, man, I play it sometime. And And then, he got with
Technique.
Dollar.
Okay,
And they came out with that group. And Playas Circle, man. And then he went solo. And then it was like, man, I was like, wow. I was shocked. I didn't know.
What do you think it takes to be able to come out of Atlanta and dominate?
Future too. I remember Future from the Yard hanging with Rocco. Didn't see that coming like that. It was a few of them, man. Cash Out.
Yeah.
Didn't see him coming like that. All these cats, man. It's a few of them, man. I did not see coming like that. But salute, I'm glad to it. But just to answer your question, to shock the hell out you. Yeah, those a few that shocked the hell out of me.
When we think about longevity in the game, though, Kizzy, mentally, how have you been able to keep your head in the game?
Well, I ain't always been in the game. Sometimes it'll get sidetracked, man.
Yeah.
And I just ain't studying it. But I try to stay around some form of music.
Yeah.
Something got to do with music, whether I'm DJing, producing a beat for somebody, selling music on whatever is the format that's popular at the time. When it was cassettes, I was selling cassettes.
Yeah.
When it was CDs, I was selling CDs. And now I got this major USB operation that I'm doing.
Come on now.
And man, I wouldn't trade that for nothing in the world. The timing is just perfect right now. And I love it because I can be in everybody's face without having to be physically
in everybody's
face, man. You know
on.
what I'm saying? So
talk about social media though, Kizzy, because I follow you and you're one of my favorite folks to follow,
really?
man. So when it comes to putting out that content, how do you decide what you putting out and you got folks crying, laughing out here?
Man, I don't know, from what when I'm being told and what I put together, man, I think I got a like how a person can have an ear for music. I have an eye for comedy. I know it might not make everybody laugh, but I know what can get about 80% of the room laughing. Because when I was young, people always would say, man, you should be a comedian, man. No, that's a different ball game. Comedian has to go on stage and try to have content. No, this is perfect here, though, because I can see if I laugh, I know it's going to be a few more that laugh with it, too.
How do you feel like social media has impacted this industry, man?
Social media is running the industry because, like I was saying on one of my posts the other day, radio and TV has taken a back seat to social media, man, because everybody is looking at social media. Yeah. Man, I threw a party, no radio, no nothing. It's just
social media.
Yeah. And had a nice turnout. I do USBs. I sell them. I promote just social media. And I'm at the post office every day. So social media is running. That's the number one way of relaying information, man.
What was your favorite era in Atlanta that you can recall that you was like, hey man, it ain't getting no better than this shit?
Man, from the A-Town play, it kept escalating. Cause J-Team.
Yeah.
See, you got J-Team, you gotta remember that, man. I'm like 17 years old, man.
Yeah.
I'm 17 years old, 16. I'm DJing every nigga who was selling drugs around the Cab County, Decatur.
Yeah.
I'm DJing their party. They were doing yacht parties back then on those boats.
Yeah.
I was down there DJing on them boats. Man, that's living the life.
Yeah.
I was living the life. I'm seeing this lifestyle. I'm in the middle of it. I know them. I love what I do. I'm young. Man, I'm having the time of my life, man. So that J-Team, man, that J-Team era was one. That was one to remember.
Also, in your memories museum and you look at the game, what were some of the pitfalls that you saw grab a lot of folks and keep folks from really reaching those goals and those levels that you thought they could have got to?
Everybody on the team wasn't on the same page. They wasn't on the same page, man. Managers who talked like they knew this but really didn't know. I think that's what was a downfall for a lot of people, man. They situation just had players involved that weren't really capable of playing them positions for real.
Mm-hmm.
Looked good on the outside, but really didn't know. And at the end of the day, time tells who kind of knew and who didn't, no matter how good it looked from the outside.
Yeah.
Because, back in our era, it was nothing to get your van wrapped and you got your T-shirts on and everybody got Jordans on. Look like y'all, but that's all it is, though. Y'all just spending money. Y'all ain't really doing nothing for real. Because I'm listening to y'all song. I know y'all song ain't really doing nothing. I'm listening to your song. I know your song ain't doing nothing for real. Not even having to look at the numbers of what it's selling. I just can hear your song and I know your song not really doing nothing. Not for this what you acting like going on. So.
Nah, I feel that, Kizzy. Lastly, man, you got anything we need to know on the way about the drop? What's happening?
Man, I'm working on, I ain't working on it. I got a song out called Yeek.
Yeah.
And featuring A-Dog. He's one of the lead dancers and crowd pleasers.
Yeah.
TCP. And this guy out of Montgomery, Alabama named Trojan had sent me the track.
Yeah.
And I wasn't really messing with the game no more, but when I heard the beat, I said, I got to do this. And I had been having that yeek in the back of my head for some years now.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, while the internet being like it is now, I ain't got to worry about trying to get with no label. I ain't got to do none of that. I can put it out through this distribution company that'll throw it out in all the stores. Because I don't have to worry about the record stores like the Peppermints and all that no more. It ain't about them no more. It's more your Spotify.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
All that. So they're going to get it in all these stores. All I got to do is market it to let people know where to go.
That's
and
right.
now they got it where you got a link. All I got to do is post this link and it can go straight to the, oh man, it don't get no better than that.
Come on.
So yeah, I got a song. I re-released the album I did like 20 years ago called Grand Champion.
Uh-huh.
I re-released it. I called it Grand Champion Platinum. I added about 14 more songs on there that's just people never heard.
Yeah.
And I got a gang of songs people ain't heard. Like, I was tripping how people were shocked when I had this battle with Kilo. Me and Kilo did a versus way before versus really jumped off.
My God.
Everybody was tripping about that because it was hood to death. Boy.
Yeah.
So we do this versus.
No, I saw that.
From over there. We was super hood, man. It was so hood. Kilo, okay, Kilo, first it was going to his page. He had this big number of viewers that was tuned in.
Uh-huh.
He don't want to let me in on the chat thing because he's enjoying what's going on.
Yeah.
But, oh man, it was a big old mess, man. So when we did finally get heads up, we just going off on the air, man. Cause I was like, hey, so But
I recall that.
just laughing, just thinking about that, man. But you editing this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because now I'm so laughing about that. I done got threw off from what was your question?
Anything else we need to know that you got on the way? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I said the Yeet in the album Grand Champion.
Yeah.
Grand Champion Platinum. I dropped Grand Champion 20 years ago. I re-released it, added about 13, 14 more songs, and it's out right now. Grand Champion Platinum.
Bet it up. How can these folk contact you though, Kizzy?
You can hit me on Instagram, KizzyRock1.
Yes, sir.
And I got 12 pages, man. I got 5 on Instagram, 6 on Facebook, but KizzyRock1, and then that'll be the nucleus of everything I got going on. You can find out right there.
Bet it up. But Kizzy, appreciate you coming through this thing, boss.
It, man.
Already.
Beautiful view, man.
Man, thank you, man. We try to get it into this thing. Beehive Radio shouted. DJ Kizzy Rock.
Right around the corner from Grady, right here. I can see it from here.
Ooh, we gone.